Hey there, job seekers. Today we're talking about something that happens to everyone at some point in their job search. Rejection. It's tough, it's frustrating, but understanding the real reasons behind why it happens can make all the difference in how you handle it and move forward. So, let's talk about the real reasons you get rejected for a job and, most importantly, how to deal with it. Let's dive into the first reason: lack of relevant experience. Now, this doesn't mean you're not qualified or capable. Often, employers are looking for candidates who have hands-on experience in specific areas. For example, let's say you're applying for a marketing position, but you've never worked in marketing before. Though you have experience in sales, they might feel that you're not ready to hit the ground running because you haven't directly managed campaigns or worked with specific marketing tools. How to deal with it? If you're seeing a pattern where your skills are lacking, consider taking an online course or gaining experience through freelance work, internships, or volunteer opportunities. For instance, if you're trying to get into digital marketing, you could take a Google Digital Garage course on digital marketing. If you're an aspiring project manager, consider learning Project Management Professional (PMP) techniques or using Trello or Asana to manage small personal projects to demonstrate your organizational skills. Also emphasize transferable skills. Even if you haven't worked directly in a role before, chances are you've gained transferable skills in other positions. Let's say you've never been a customer service manager, but you have experience working in retail. Your experience handling customer complaints, multitasking, and organizing schedules can all translate into success in that management role. In your resume and interviews, highlight these transferable skills. For example, while working at Company X, I led a team that consistently exceeded customer satisfaction targets by improving communication and problem-solving skills. This shows that your background is relevant, even if it's not an exact match. Next up, reason number 2, a weak or generic resume. Imagine this: you've applied to 5 different jobs, and each time you send in the exact same resume. While it may seem like a time saver, it's actually a huge mistake. Hiring managers don't have time to read through a one-size-fits-all resume. If you're applying for a graphic design job, but your resume doesn't highlight your design portfolio, or it doesn't showcase your skills in design software like Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, you're going to miss the mark. How to deal with it? For every job application, customize your resume to align with the job description. For example, if you're applying for a content writer position, you should highlight specific writing projects that demonstrate your ability to write in the company's style or about the topics they focus on. This may mean tweaking your experience to match their language. If the company is looking for SEO skills, ensure your resume mentions SEO-related tools and strategies you've used. Focus on achievements, not just duties. Instead of just listing your job responsibilities, focus on what you achieved. For instance, if you were a sales associate at a clothing store, instead of saying responsible for sales, say something like exceeded sales targets by 30% in Q2 by improving customer service and suggesting personalized outfits, contributing to a 20% increase in repeat customers. This not only shows what you did, but also quantifies your impact. Okay, here's one of the biggest reasons job seekers get rejected. Number 3, poor interview performance. Imagine walking into an interview and being unprepared. You get asked a simple question like, "Why do you want to work here?" and you freeze. You know the company is great, but you can't quite articulate why you're the perfect fit. This can give the impression that you didn't do your homework or aren't truly interested in the job. How to deal with it? Research the company thoroughly before you go in. Know their values, their mission, and what the job entails. For example, let's say you're interviewing for a nonprofit organization. If they value community involvement, you could answer, "I'm passionate about community-driven work, and I admire how your organization supports local youth development. My background in project management would allow me to contribute immediately to your programs." Also, master the so-called STAR method. If you're asked behavioral questions like, "Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge," use the STAR method: S for situation, T for task, A for action and R for result. For example, the situation could be, at my last job, we faced a project deadline that was pushed up unexpectedly. The task: I was in charge of coordinating a team of 5 to ensure we met the new deadline. For action, you could say, I implemented a new task prioritization system and delegated the most urgent tasks while providing support to my team. And as a result, we completed the project 2 days early, and the client was extremely satisfied with our work. This structured response shows your problem-solving skills and ability to handle pressure. Don't forget nonverbal cues. Sometimes it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Poor posture, avoiding eye contact, or nervous fidgeting can make you seem unprepared or unconfident. For instance, during your interview, make sure you're sitting up straight, making eye contact, and maintaining open body language. These small adjustments can really make a difference in how you're perceived. Here's one that can be tough. Reason number 4, not being a cultural fit. A company's culture plays a huge role in how well someone will succeed there. For example, you might be a highly driven individual who thrives in competitive, fast-paced environments. But if you're applying to a company that values collaboration, a laid-back atmosphere, or work-life balance, they might worry that you'll feel stifled or frustrated. How to deal with it? Before the interview, spend some time researching the company culture. Look at their social media pages, Glassdoor reviews, and company website. If the company emphasizes team building or flexibility, mention how those aspects are important to you. For instance, I've seen how your company prioritizes work-life balance, which is something I value deeply. It's important to me to bring my best self to work, and having the flexibility to do so enables me to be more productive and happy at work. You know what is also very important? Being your authentic self. While it's great to adapt, you shouldn't try to be someone you're not. If you're a creative type applying for a traditional corporate job, don't hide your creative side. Show them how your innovative thinking could add value while also respecting the company's core values. Authenticity will always shine through and lead to better long-term fits. Now, let's talk about reason number 5, overqualification or underqualification. Overqualification can be tricky. Employers may worry you'll get bored or leave quickly. For example, if you have a PhD in chemistry and apply for a research assistant position, they may wonder why you're looking at a junior level role and fear you'll get frustrated. How to deal with it? If you're overqualified, emphasize your long-term interest in the role and show you're looking for stability. For example, you could say, I'm excited about the opportunity to work with your team and contribute my experience to this role. I'm looking for a long-term position where I can have a steady impact rather than constantly chasing the next challenge. On the flip side, if you're underqualified, explain how you're eager to grow. For instance, let's say you're applying for a project management role, but you don't have formal PM experience. Instead, talk about how you've successfully managed small teams or projects before. Mention how you've self-taught yourself through tools like Trello or Asana, and that you're eager to learn from experts in the field. Now let's talk salary, reason number 6. Sometimes candidates are rejected because their salary expectations don't align with what the company is willing to pay. How to deal with it? Before the interview, research the typical salary for that position in your location. Let's say you're applying for a marketing coordinator role in New York. Use sites like Glassdoor or PayScale to get an idea of the salary range for that position. Also, be flexible. If the salary offered is lower than you expected, be open to discussing other benefits like flexible hours, extra vacation time, or opportunities for growth and promotion within the company. For example, I understand the salary range is on the lower end for this role, but I'm willing to discuss other factors like professional development or flexibility that would make the offer work for me. Now, here's a reason that doesn't always get talked about. Reason number 7, timing and internal hires. Sometimes companies reject applicants not because they're not qualified, but because they already have someone in mind for the position or someone is being promoted from within. How to deal with it? companies sometimes hire from within, and it's not a reflection on you. For instance, if you're applying for a junior developer role, but the company has already earmarked an internal candidate for promotion, it's simply a timing issue. So keep in touch. If you like the company, don't hesitate to reach out a few months later when new opportunities open up. You could say something like, "I really enjoyed the interview process with you and wanted to express my continued interest in working for your company. Please keep me in mind for any upcoming roles." And keep applying elsewhere. Stay positive and keep moving forward. Another role might be a better fit, and you never know where the next great opportunity will come from. So there you have it, the 7 real reasons you might get rejected for a job, and more importantly, how to deal with it. Rejection is never easy, but it's also an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, share it with a friend who might need some encouragement, and subscribe to the channel for more career tips. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck with your job search. You've got this.